everyone, my name is Ko Min Hui and my entry number is 279025. So now I will briefly explain the background of the company. Greenwood Genetic Sdn Bhd HQ is located at Batu Arang, Selangor, established in 2007, and the founder was Mr. Chua Kim Ek. And it had operation for 16 years. GWG have a lot of branches including Perlis, Perak, Cameron Highland, Pahang, Selangor, Terengganu, and Sarawak. GWG Northern Region is one of the branch located at Perlis, established in 2018 and managed by Mr. Low Wei Han. And the main crop under R&D include high quality maize, rice, papaya, sweet corn, pumpkin, cucumber, watermelon, and others. GWG Northern Region has their own farm in Chupeng, which cover 50 hectares and grows the maize. For this part, I will also briefly explain the process production of the maize. Over a period of 103 to 107 days, green maize matures and turns orange, at which point farmers use the harvester. This specialized machine helps harvest mature corn efficiency, reducing the need for labor and speeding up the process. There are two types of harvester used for maize. One that harvests both the corn cob and its husk, and another one is harvest only the maize kernels without the husk. So the next step is, before the maize continue the progress into the machine, a lot of farmers need to peel off the husk from the grain corn. So the lorry will send the poor maize into the hopper. The maize will be sent to the next progress through the loading zone and will be cleaned. So the next step, the three big machines respectively wet storage, dryer, and dry storage. And then lastly, the processed and dried maize will be stored in the dry storage before packaging, and the maize is graded as grade A. GWG Northern Region will use the grade machine to grade the process into different grades, including grade B, grade C, C+, and D. For this slide, I will explain what actually issue faced by country and GWG Northern Region. Chicken meat, as we know, it is the primary protein source for the Malaysians. The per capita consumption of the meat was 47.7 kg per capita per year, and consumption for the eggs is 20.7 kg per capita and per year. So that's why increasing import of animal feed ingredients from three countries, especially from Argentina, Brazil, and the United States, especially for maize, pose risk to the livestock and food supply. The import trend is increasingly from year to year, 3.84 million tons in 2019 to 4 million tons in 2020, leading to an 3.68 ringgit Malaysia billion trade deficit. With this situation, urgent need for a 15 years program to conduct in three phases to address maize importation. The first one is pilot phase, start from 2018 until 2022. And the next is consolidation phase, which need 4 until 5 years. And the last is development phase until 2022 until 2032. So it is the importance of the extended period for research, stakeholder involvement, and a stable industry. So the government needs to develop a clear and robust maize cultivation policy to encourage industry development. Therefore, GWG Northern Region was built because of its commitment and responsibility to addressing the root cause that had happened in the last few years. While implementing this contract farming program for maize project has not been without for challenges, which are human capital development, logistic issue, government policy, as well as labor shortage.
Assalamualaikum Dr. My name is Nasra Alwani binti Marasim, Ministry number 278981. I will present about the challenges in human capital development. Careful planning of the hiring of these employees is very important in producing a systematic production. During the interview, Mr. Low Wei Han said that the first challenge they faced was human capital development. This is because the employees organize every process of manufacturing the product from raw materials to the finished product. Hired employees must also meet the necessary criteria because they will be working for a long period. In addition, the issue of training and skill is also included in the challenges that the GWG company have to face for their employees. The needs for skill improvement as well as continuous development from within the employees themselves is very important to ensure superior employee performance levels as well as provide success to the company. High skills for workers are very important because they will use advanced technology also to carry out the production process of the product. Although technology is now easier compared to when we use manpower, all use of technology machine needs to have extensive and efficient knowledge and constantly monitor every movement of the machine. So for the recommendation for human capital development, the specific training for education system given to employees are very important in maintaining the stability of production so that it can run smoothly. Employees have been exposed to the knowledge, skills, and competencies that need to be emphasized in keeping the company able to survive in the long term. The GWG company finds it challenging to send new employees to education and training session so they can learn the fundamentals of the industry they will be working in. To obtain expertise and experience in the agricultural industry and more specifically in the processing of corn and maize for animal feed, GWG company seeks to hire fresh graduates. This is because if this organization recruit fresh graduates, it will be simpler for them to be trained and instructed. The knowledge, skills, and competency that must be emphasized to ensure that the business can continue in the long term have been exposed to the employees. It is difficult for this GWG Northern region to maintain the greatest possible level of maize or grain output in a fast-paced environment with many competitors. The unique selling point of this GWG organization is that they instruct and train their employees using professionals who are already expert in their fields. GWG Northern Region focus more on business that can improve product quality while also being able to increase sales over time. This is because the manager of this company, Mr. Low, wants his business to remain continuous and able to face all challenges and be competitive in the long term. Therefore, skilled workers are highly emphasized and needed to maintain the quality of the products that are being worked on will bring results to the company.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nazira binti Sulaiman. My number metric is 279056. So I will present for the second challenges that GWG company face and also the recommendation. The challenge is logistic issue. This challenge happened in the process before it is going to be distributed process. The problems that exist have an impact on the chain of processes that a product goes through before it is being marketed and sold, and they affect the main chain of processing products insufficiently successful at supplying an adequate supply according to the time and amount that has been required. Because of that, a delay in the production of raw materials from the farm itself is one of the causes of the logistic problems that occur. Since the standard configuration for the harvest process is already in place, any interruption in the farm's main supply chain result in delays in the transportation from the place that produced it to the processing location. Delivering the harvest late can affect the quality of the final product and may result in the company losing out on sales possibilities. They face the danger of losing clients and affecting their reputation in the market if they are ever able to fail to satisfy customer demand. So we move to the next part, which is the recommendation of how the company or other authorities can help to overcome the challenges from affects the operations and results produced by the company. Strategies for risk management are used for every logistic issue that this company face. Diversifying the company's modes of transport enables business to prevent losses in the company's logistic division. The whole produce is now transported from the farm to the processing place using just 5-ton truck services. In order to prevent losses in transportation costs, the company can offer a choice of transportation alternative by just offering another type of vehicle that is smaller in size, such as a 1-ton truck. Therefore, despite the insufficient quantity of produce, logistical productivity will go as usual. Next, the company is also suggested to work with a third party on logistics section to better manage and stock provision. This third party in issue must have a comprehensive knowledge of logistics and be able to completely ensure timely delivery of products while minimizing any fuel cost overage. In this way, it could help the company to some extent by increasing the effectiveness and efficiency of its logistic and by bringing down the issue that prevent the company's efficient operation. In addition, the company may enhance agricultural operators' education and training so that they are more equipped to deal with produce quality issues caused by fluctuations in the weather. By that, education may lower the chance of agricultural failure, promote sustainable farming practice, and assist people in understanding and coping with climate change. Farmers may guarantee constant availability of harvest stock throughout the year by knowing the precise growth season and optimizing planting strategies based on plant characteristics and local weather conditions. This can also assure that there will be enough harvest to be delivered to the processing location in a certain amount of time. The third challenges that company face is about government policies. Mr. Low Wen Han mentioned during the interview that the company also has issue with government rules and regulations. He expressed that because high quality resource may be obtained from other countries, rules connected to the international commerce have a significant impact on them. The company intends to export materials abroad in some way. However, Malaysia's current import and export policies are constrained, unstable, and a source of concern for livestock business and suppliers of animal feed. This is because the state government does not provide the GWG company any help when it comes to its ongoing maize growth. In general, the effect of government policies on companies that produce domestic agricultural product depends on the specific measures that are put in place and the broader policy framework. So this part is related to the recommendation for overcoming the challenges about government policies. Stakeholder involvement is one possible step towards a solution to challenges with government policy. In order to support agricultural companies like this, the government in particular has to be committed. The company should take action in dealing with government policies so that companies stay informed of new regulation and to always be involved in government-related projects. Then enforcement authorities are become more aware of the need to amend regulation as the company considers appropriate. The company is required to submit an application to the government for an allocation for the government to be aware of all the demands and the needs in agricultural production to find a response. As a result, the establishment of government policy related to agricultural sector will be based on the explained requirements. In order to improve efficiency and competitiveness, the government should also promote the aggregation of smaller companies into bigger team and stimulate the diversification of agricultural goods. To make sure that the programs and policies established into effect are focused on the actual requirements and difficulties experienced by agricultural business individuals in order to sustain these sectors to become more growing.
For this part is explain the challenges of labor shortage. During the interview session with Mr. Lo Wei Han, he explained the government program to address mass import via contract farming from 2018, spending 15 years in pilot, consolidation, and development phases. However, GWG Northern Region faced labor shortage impacting progress across phases. So the insufficient number of laborers to support agricultural activity and contract farming can lead to delay in the implementation of key steps of the plan, such as planting, managing, and harvesting in the jumping area farms. Limited labor hinders efficient crop planting and harvesting in GWG Northern Region, potentially leading to lower production. Reduced efficiency may lead to lower maize yields and production levels, affecting the ability to supply sufficient maize product to meet the high demand from customers and service areas, especially southern regions such as Johor, Malacca, and Tangka. This could lead to food supply shortage and make it difficult to quickly reduce the country dependence on import maize. The recommendation for labor shortage is GWG Northern Region could leverage total value food chain analysis to optimize maize production process. By analyzing the value chain, GWG Northern Region could identify inefficiencies and bottlenecks causing delay and labor shortage. The total value food chain can streamline process, improve coordination, and resource optimizations. Next is collaboration with Jabatan Pertanian to raise the awareness of contract farming benefits. This collaboration could include seminars, training sessions, and outreach programs to inform potential laborers, farmers, and local communities about the benefit of engaging in contract farming. So last is using technology and mechanization to reduce manual labor, increase efficiency, and attract new participants. Automate machinery and smart farming solutions help to reduce dependence on manual labor, increase the efficiency of agricultural activities, especially planting, and reduce the labor intensity. For example, GWG Northern Region no need to use manual labor to peel off the husks from the maize.
So here are a few images and video that we captured while on site at the GWG Northern Region Company at Araupalis. Large machinery is used to transform basic materials like maize into animal feed. The end product, they don't have any significant issues when their equipment is in use since they have a technician who can handle any damage that develops. The burner, which is located at the machines and is used for dry maize as well as functioning as a place to store the product they produce, will be taken out when needed. The further image represents the products they have produced as well as those that are currently under research and development process.